be a master of Pokemon? Do you have the skills to be number one? I wanna take the ultimate step, find the courage to be Pokemon, to risk it all and not forget the lessons that I hold. I wanna go where no one's been, far beyond the crowd. Learn the way to take command, use the power that's in my hand. We all live in a Pokemon world. I wanna be the greatest master of them all. We all live in a Pokemon world. I put myself to the test to be better than all the rest. So you wanna be a master of Pokemon? Do you have the skills to be number one? We all live in a Pokemon world. I wanna be the greatest master of them all.
So there I was on that fateful night, searching through every bulk card that I owned, and even sorting them all into generations. I've desperately searched the Gamer's Paradise website, all of that just to make a little list. But then, something very unexpected happened. Miracles do happen. It's beautiful out here. Can you believe this?
I can't. Like yesterday, it just wasn't like anything. And
We're like literal kids. We can't keep our excitement in. This is the greatest day of my life.
there's people driving, like there's nothing going on.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just driving in the snow in Baton Rouge. It's beautiful. Fortunately, I was able to hit Game Exchange before getting snowed in, picking up a Reap, Togetic, Sudowoodo, Kingdra, Sneasel, Wooper, Ledian, Hitmontop, Yanma, Slugma, Fortress, Jumpluff, Skiploom, Hoothoot, Noctowl, Gligar, Leddyba, Elekid, Snubbull, Delibird, Quagsire, Granbull, Cyndaquil, Chikorita, and of course the little Magby, as well as some nice pawn shop pickups. Well, unfortunately, today's the day. Breaking the bank. I'm not actually going to break this guy because I love him. He's 1974 Garfield Bank, but we're going to see how much change we got. I think I've been collecting it for about, I don't know, maybe a couple months at least. I've had this piggy bank for a while, but I think I've emptied it before, so we're going to see how much money's in there, and we're using it all to get Gen 2 cards, so let's see what's up. Looking promising so far. We'll see what's up. Hopefully, you know, decent amount, I'm assuming. My guess may be like, I don't even know, dog. I really don't know. We're gonna just have to count. Well, thoroughly surprised. We have about $33.70 in change. Now, I might bring it to Coinstar, but honestly, I might just pay in coins because who's gonna stop me? It's legal tender, and I can do what I want. I don't want Coinstar taking like $5 away from me. I need all the money I can get when it comes to this Pokemon challenge because I'm trying to do this on a budget. So, and this is about as budget as you can get paying with coins, honestly. So, I don't know. Hopefully they'll accept coinage, you know. But you know, in today's day and age, what is that? A coin? What, you're paying with a coin? You have cash in your hand? What is that, man? Well, cash, yes. Coins? I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see. I don't know. I really don't. You better hold those ladies tight, folks. Look at this. Yep. This is the face of a man who's going to finish Gen 2 today. I can't actually finish it today because I ordered 2 cards on eBay, but hold him. Watch out, guys. Here, he's coming on the streets here. We're going to let him loose. Can't be trusted. How this coin? Okay, folks, so we're on our way to Pokemart Collectibles. I've never been to this store. I didn't even know it existed until late. My cousin actually told me that this store existed, so we're gonna go check it out. It's about 20 or so minutes away. We've got to run a couple errands first before we get over there. Of course, y'all are gonna see that, but you know, I definitely will be partaking. Nothing too crazy, don't worry. We'll be over there in no time. I had to ditch the Pokemon hat. My hair is just so long right now that if I try to wear a small hat like that, it's gonna fall off my head. Like, there's just so much volume up here. I know none of you wanted to see that. That was probably not the prettiest sight for you all, but it's okay. yeah, but hopefully we can make it happen today. We'll see what happens. I'm confident in these coins. These coins will hopefully help us to complete Gen 2 today. Complete. It'll only be complete when my 2 surprise cards come in the mail. Come in the mail. Get shipped? I don't know. Arrive at my home. Let's just say that. Yeah. But we're on our way, and I'll get you that clip when we're outside, and it'll be great. I'm really excited. I'm honestly super pumped, super thrilled. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great day, guys. All right, we're about 4 minutes away, but I see a purple cow next to a Dollar General, so I just have to go. Maybe they'll have some cards at Dollar General. I don't know. Bus Central over here for me. Not surprising. But we're on our way now. 5 minutes out, so see you when we get there. All right, well, we're here. I went to the wrong address, so the one on Google's wrong, so don't go to that one. Go to the one on the website. I was getting chased by a cop for about 4 minutes. Well, not chased. He didn't have his light on, but, you know, old boy might not still, you know, but don't tell anybody about my car registration situation. But yeah, we're here. We made it. And after we are done in here, I'm going to get out of this town because I'm not trying to get pulled over. All right, folks. Hopefully they'll let me pay with coins. I don't really care anymore, so let's get it done. All right, so it was a little busy in there, and honestly, the dude was giving me a little attitude about my coins. You know, nothing against the store. I mean, obviously, in there with a bunch of coins, but I just really didn't feel like pestering him about, oh, I need an Ursa ring from Call of Legends. I saw that you had that on your website. So I'm just gonna go to Rogue Games and Gamers Paradise because they treat me the best. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so unfortunately I had to pass on one of the cards I was looking at because A, it was labeled wrong, and B, when they rung it up, it was $2 more. Wasn't the most unreasonable price for the card, but it was a Typhlosion. And technically I already have a Typhlosion, it's just a non-hollow, I was trying to get a little upgrade. So I would have much rather the Fractured Hollow than the Reverse Hollow, but it's not really that big of a deal. But I did end up picking up 4 cards. We got the Radiant Steelix, the Larvitar from, I think, Neo Discovery, I think? We got the Pineco from Discovery as well, I think, I'm pretty sure. And then we have the Ariados. I think this is from, I don't remember exactly. Maybe Brilliant Stars, but it's obviously the trainer gallery. Yeah, so now we're going to be going to arguably my favorite and best card shop in the entirety of Louisiana, Gamers Paradise. Been spending most our lives living in the Gamers Paradise. I doubt I'll find a wife living in the Gamers Paradise. Living off of red beans and rice, living in the Gamers Paradise. Been kissed maybe once or twice, living in the Gamers Paradise. It's time, folks. I'm sleeving up these cards that we got from, I wanted to call it Pokerogue. Rogue Games. Yeah, I've been playing too much Pokerogue. But unfortunately, the Coinstar stole 4 of my dollars, so we are going to be $4 short of our total of $33.40, or however much I said earlier. But I know it's $33 because that's what it said on the thing, and they left me with $29. And honestly, I'm a little butthurt about the. Oh, there goes my Larvitar. So if I can get that. I don't know, folks. This is very bad. I see it. No, I don't. That's a Caterpie. Now I see. That was almost a disaster, but yeah. Anyway, we're gonna stick these in our magical box. Just gonna put them right in the back. I would bring my whole bag up in there, but I really only need this because it's got my trade stuff in there. And then obviously we're going to be doing some digging, so. But I got the binder and everything with me. But I'd rather just put it all in there when I'm done. Hopefully they are willing to take some of these for trade. But I guess we'll see. I got a lot of decent stuff in here, I would say, so I don't know. But let's make it happen. Been spending most our lives living in the gamer's paradise. I made out of there like a bandit, like a thief. I felt like I walked out of there. I spent $0, folks. They did take, okay, so I mean, obviously I traded a lot of things in. I still have $15 of store credit, which is really nice. They didn't take this. I might just sell this on eBay or just bring it around to the other stores because, I don't know, I was seeing it going for a decent amount, so we'll see what happens. But I did trade in like almost all of those full arts. I think there was a Birthday Pikachu, which I already have one. There was a Celebrations Mega Rayquaza, which I would have saved, but I already have the, Dragons Exalted. Is that not what it's called? What is it called? I don't remember. Mega Rayquaza, though, I already have one, and it's a different art, and it's an OG one, so I figured that's the one. It's not. It is Dragons Exalted, right? That's what it's called. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it up here, or a little check or whatever. And I traded a Rare Entei, which I'm getting another one of. This thing's bothering me. I'm sorry, you guys. A Rainbow Rare Moltres Zapdos Articuno. I traded a Lisa's Appeal that I got for 99 cents from Game Exchange. A Colress that I found in a grab bag, which honestly, he probably gave me a decent amount for that because I know that card goes for a good amount. 2 Master Balls, with 2 A-Spec Master Balls, which those are about 20 each. So, pretty fair, I would say. I probably could have sold those on eBay, but I'd rather just get trade credit, because I've just had this cards for a while, and just be able to like trade those in straight up today and get cards that I need. That's what I want, rather than having to wait for every card to sell on eBay. It's just time over money, But the haul today was insane. We got a nice little Smoochum to add. Quillfish. Remoraid. I'm dropping stuff. Macargo, this is one of my favorite arts. This nice Houndoom, which it says heavy play, but I mean, there's some like gunk on the back, but like it's really not in bad shape. I mean, come on. I mean, come on. Look at and the crown jewel. What I was hoping to get, this card's been going up a little bit, and I really only see it going up more. Whew! Look at that. Oh my goodness. I mean, just a great card. And I'm really glad that I was able to trade in those cards for this. And we have $15 more to spend. So when we come back to do Gen 3, or probably not Gen 4, but when we come back to do Gen 3, I'm sure we'll take great advantage. Very great success at Gamer's Paradise. And yeah, I'm living in a Gamer's Paradise. This store is fantastic, and I'm going to continue to come here for the entirety of this challenge. So, hooray, hooray. They didn't have my Stantler either. They were missing a couple cards, which that was just pretty, just a little frustrating. We still need Stantler and Furret, and we still need a couple other things that I will update later. But for now, we're going to get these sleeved up, put them in the binder, and we will see you later. Okay? Bye. From Rogue Games, we got the Trainer Gyarados, the Neo Discovery Larvitar, the Tomokazu Miya Pineco, and the Radiant Steelix. And from Gamer's Paradise, the Big Celebi from Fusion Strike, the Houndoom, Ampharos, and Kingdra Hollows, as well as the Magcargo, Remoraid, Quillfish, and Smoochum. Very nice pickups. Alright folks, we're back at Pokemart. They have 2 cards that I really need. It's the Ursaring and the Pupitar, so that's what I'm here for mainly. If they can take some of my trade stuff, that'd be great, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I have a couple figures that they might be able to take, and some singles, and this dude's looking at me like I'm the weird one. No offense, that was mean. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, there's people my age in there, so that scares me.
But you know what? I'm gonna go in there and be fearless. No anxiety, no stress, no worries. Honestly, we're here for a reason. So we're gonna make it happen. I'm really determined to do that. So yeah.
They had a beautiful Pokemon Snap station at Pokemart, which I was very jealous I couldn't take home to add to my collection.
All right, folks. I'd say it was very successful. Here's the Ursaring. First edition Pupitar, which they didn't even sleeve this bad boy. But, pretty cool. Paloswine, Reverse Hollow. And a Blossom Hollow for the Gen 2 challenge. Now, I was gonna buy one of the Gen 2 cards from this set, but my store credit would not allow. But honestly, I think this art's a little better. Woo! Check that out, folks. Japanese. I traded in a couple Yu-Gi-Oh cards and 2 Funko Pops, and I was able to get this for about $10 store credit. $10 after it's all said and done. See, that's my plan for this set. Just get them all in Japanese. It's gonna be a lot cheaper. The Espeon was like 90 they were asking. I think they were asking 60 for this, which I've seen it trend around 55. But I mean, if I can get it locally and trade in for it, I just figure why not. But yeah, really happy to have this card. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it for the Gen 1 binder challenge. But you know, as the time goes on, hopefully you'll be sequential viewers, and you'll watch the whole thing go down. But super sweet. Love the way this looks. We're gonna get these in the binder and sleeved up before I go home. I'm not gonna show you all that because the binder's not done yet, so you can't see. You can't be peeking in the binder when it's not done. Come on, guys. Yeah, but this card is beautiful. I really can't believe I'm holding it. It's just a wonderful card. Alright.
And there I was, on a late night, in Game Exchange, looking very excited. Only 12 cards remained, and I was determined to find them all. I was losing my mind, looking at the overpriced Pokemon product that they were trying to sell me. But I stood strong, and I found what I needed. There he was, the Politoed, after countless hours. And then, the Box of Dreams, the Furret, finally appeared.
Late nights here with your boy. I mean, the Box of Dreams, folks. That's all I've got to say. The Box of Dreams. The star of the show. There he is. Man, that was something else. Really, it was. Can I say that? Can I just say that? That was something else. I was gonna go to Rogue Games, but now it's a little late. I spent a long time in there. I got off of work at 5:30, and it's currently, I don't even know what time it is. It's like 7:50, 7:55. Sometimes I really sit back and think to myself, why am I putting myself through all this, spending hours of my life just digging through cards? And it's because I care, and it is fun. It's so much fun, the pop-off that I had found, the Politoed and the Furret, and the Corsola, even though I found like 85 of them. But yeah, I mean, I'm having a lot of fun, even though it's taking up a lot of my time.
From Game Exchange, we get the Chinchou, Ledian, Wobbuffet, Cyndaquil, Spinarak, Hoothoot, Shuckle, Corsola, Furret, and Politoed. From Pokemart, we got the Pupitar, Ursaring, Paloswine, and the Blossom Hollow. Very nice pickups there. And of course, the crown jewel, the Vaporeon EX from Terrestrial Festival. Beautiful card.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. It is a glorious Wednesday afternoon, and we are on our way to Rogue Games to get the Thai Rogue that we need. We'll be paying in purely coins, because that's all I have. So, yeah, I mean, we're here for one card. part, so it's not going to be too crazy, but I mean, obviously, I have to document it. I hope I can go up here and get in here this way. I think I can. Alright, well, I guess I'll just show you. I'll show you when we have it, instead of just rambling about buying it. This big old truck's about to slap me and give me a shiner. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but we're here, so. Yeah. BRB, folks. There it is, folks. So this leaves us with, let's see, 4 last night. I don't even know, like, I think we're at, excluding the fur alligator, so we have 5 left. We're missing Pichu, Suicune, Scizor, and Bagleaf. Now, I'll probably upgrade the Typhlosion and fur alligator because they're kind of just like boring whatever cards right now. But you know, Tyrogue is a harder one to find, so that does help us out. You know, we keep on keeping on. Nothing will stop me. I will get this done. I promise. I promise you, I promise me. Okay? So let's keep our promise. Thanks. Sayonara. Adios. Goodbye. Ha ha ha. Bye bye. Ha ha. Having a little family day. Stopped at Gamer's Paradise. I'm sure Mom doesn't want to be on camera. There she is. Hey, Mom. D-Mesh. Dana's getting some FOMO. There she is. All right. So we had a little couple pickups. Here's my lucky charm right here to showcase the pickups. We're gonna go through. So there's the lantern. We got a Stantler.
Wait.
Oh my lord, you're choking. Furret. Shuckle. Got a really nice Scizor, pretty sweet. My favorite of the Gen 2, the Crobat V Alt Art. And a little Dark Primate upgrade for the Gen 1 binder. And then a Jinx. Also an upgrade. Ah, you hit me, I didn't see the Jinx, there it is. And then a mystery card on the end that will be revealed later.
Was it reviewed?
No, they didn't see it. They didn't see
Card.
it. Mystery card. That's for a mystery.
The mystery card's right here.
Bruh. Say bye, you guys.
I'm not good at
Bye.
Love.
I'm not
Yay.
good at flipping cards.
Clearly.
Bye.
Bye. Well, guess who has 2 thumbs and is about to finish Gen 2? This guy. Now, we all knew what we were missing, and we did it, baby. Now we're gonna have to travel to Pokemart and get this Pichu, hopefully soon. I think it's a Delta species, and it might be the reverse holo with the stamp, so that would be pretty sick. I was in there, and there was this kid, like this small child. Why did I say that's kind of a weird way to put it, but there was this kid and he was trading in like his entire collection, like his whole collection, and there was some crazy stuff in there. I mean, like a lot of stuff that I actually have been looking for, like the Smeargle illustration rare. They had the Flaffy, which I definitely would pick up. There's a lot of stuff. So he said that hopefully it'll be out by the latest Thursday. So we're gonna check in and see if we can snag any of those for upgrades potentially for the binder. But we have 2 Pokemon left, Pichu and Suicune. Like I said, I'm hopefully gonna be traveling to Pokemart sometime soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday, to grab this Pichu. I'm definitely be trading for it. I have a Master Ball Fluttermane that I pulled from Prismatic Evolutions. That I will be trading in for that, and possibly a birthday Pikachu. Hopefully that gets me around enough because it is a $23 Pichu. But at this point, I'm not trying to drive to Lafayette to finish this set because that's the only other place that I found a Pichu. And as for Suicune, we're just gonna figure it out with Suicune. I'm gonna at least see what my options are, see maybe if I can trade for one or get like a a cool Japanese one. Hopefully the next thing you're seeing is me driving to Pokemart getting this Pichu. Fingers crossed I can get enough trade to afford it, but I really think I can. I'm gonna just bring my trade binder, I'm gonna bring my cards, and I'm just gonna see what kind of stuff I have to trade in order for me to secure the bag and get this freaking Pichu. All right. So yeah, I guess I'll see you then. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I'm wearing my Sunday best, of course. Today's the day. February 9th, 2025. We are finishing Gen 2 today. It is an exciting and great day. I will be trading in some cards to get this $23 Pichu. But needless to say, it will be well worth it. It will save me a drive to Lafayette. And now this dude is in my way, so that's kind of unfortunate. Hopefully no one's coming. Good, I didn't get in a wreck. That was a little rough, but we're here. We made it, and yeah, I'm excited. Get some premier parking here. Beautiful. All right, folks, let's get her done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're not done yet, actually, because definitely forgot to grab the Suicune. But I think I have one in bulk, so I might just use that. Either that or I'm gonna have to run over to Game Exchange and see if I can find one. I think they have one at Gamers Paradise, so I might just hop over there real fast and grab it. I think they had the V from Evolving Skies, so I'm gonna go check that out. Might as well. I've been meaning to go over there. But here it is. Super sweet, and it's in really nice shape. And it was trending for like 32 bucks. It was $23, but the store credit covered all of it. And then of course we got a nice little mystery card that you will actually see in the next generation. If that gives you any hint. So yeah, we're heading out of here. I think I'm gonna hit Gamers Paradise. I have like $18 in cash, and I was gonna get a mystery card and see what else I had. So off we go. We have now arrived at the Gamers Paradise. I'm gonna sing it every time, folks, so I hope you get ready. I hope you get accustomed to me singing that. We're getting this Suicune. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's do it, man. Yeah. I spent 18 bucks inside Gamers Paradise. Ladies and gentlemen, I picked up 2 cards for Gen 2, obviously. The man himself, Suicune. We got him. And then I got a little upgrade for our boy Lekid because I felt like, you know, he deserved a little something more than what he was getting.
We have the final recap, including Quagsire from Gamers Paradise, Bayleaf from Game Exchange, Totodile, also from Gamers Paradise, and 3 Gen 1 upgrades from the pawn shop. Last but not least, the Pichu from Pokemart, the Suicune from Gamers Paradise, as well as an Lekid upgrade from Gamers Paradise.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have some fortunate news. The original binder was unfortunately not captured on camera. I don't know what happened, but I guess I just forgot. So the binder you're going to be seeing today is quite updated, with some cool stuff, but some of these cards are not the original cards picked up in the challenge. Now there are still some, don't get me wrong, but I am a little saddened by the fact that you won't be able to see the original binder in all of its glory. But you will be getting this binder and a little Gen 1 upgrade recap. So here we go. We got a Chikorita from Gamers Paradise, the Bayleaf from Game Exchange. We got the Meganium from the pawn shop. We got an E-Reader Cyndaquil from Gamers Paradise, a Dark Quilava from Gamers Paradise, and a beautiful Ethan Typhlosion, which I traded for. We got a Totodile and Crocodile, both from Gamers Paradise, and a nice little Feraligatr Cracked Ice Hollow from Pokenola. We got a Sentret here from Gamers Paradise, a Furret, which I pulled from Journey Together, a Hoot Hoot little set stamp I got from the bulk bins at Game Exchange, as well as this Noctowl from the bulk bins, the Tomikaze Kamiya Ladybug and Light Ledian, both from Gamers Paradise. We got the Spinnerack from Gamers Paradise, the Ariados, which was in the original video, from I almost said Pokeroad again, Road Games, as well as the Crobat V from Gamers Paradise. We got the Chinchou from Game Exchange, the Lantern from Gamers Paradise, the Pichu from our expedition to Pokemart. We got the Cleffa that I pulled during celebrations. We got the Igglybuff from the pawn shop, Togepi from Bulk. We got the Togetic from Game Exchange, the Natu also from Game Exchange, and the Xatu from my Bulk. We got the Mareep from Game Exchange, and the Flaffy, the Ampharos from Gamers Paradise. We got the Blossom from Pokemart, the Meryl from a estate sale. We got the Azumarill from my Bulk, Sudowoodo from Game Exchange, the mythical Politoed. That's, it's our boy right there from Game Exchange, as well as the Hoppip from Game Exchange. We got a Skiploom from Bulk, a nice first edition Holo Jumpluff from a Game Exchange out in Mississippi. We got an Apalm from my Bulk. We got a Sunkern and a Light Sunflora, both from Game Exchange. We got a Yanma from Game Exchange, the Wooper from Game Exchange, Quagsire was from Gamers Paradise, the Espeon I traded for, the beautiful Umbreon Star from Celebrations, which I did pull myself. We got the Murkrow from Game Exchange. We got a Slow King from the estate sale. Misdreavus that I've had for like ages. We got an Unknown V from Gamers Paradise. We got a Team Rocket's Wobbuffet from my Destined Rivals ETB. We got a Girafarig from Gamers Paradise. And we have the matching Tomikaze Kamiya, Pineco, and Fortress. I believe this was from, it was either Pokerogue or Gamers Paradise, and the Fortress was from my Bulk. We got a Dunsparce from Game Exchange, the Gligar from my Bulk. We got a Steelix EX, which I traded for. A Tomikaze Kamiya Snubbull from a Game Exchange. We got the Granbull from Game Exchange, the Quillfish from Gamers Paradise. The Scizor, which I swapped out. Now it's just a generic V. We got the Shuckle from Gamers Paradise, a Heracross EX, which I traded for. A Sneasel from my Bulk, a Teddy Ursa from Game Exchange. Got the Ursaring from Pokemart. We got the Slugma and the Magcargo, both from Gamers Paradise. We got the Swinub, which I believe I traded for from Journey Together. We got the Paloswine, Tomikaze Kamiya, EX Team Rocket Returns, Set Stamp, Reverse Holo Rare from none other than Gamers Paradise. We got the Corsola from Game Exchange and the Remoraid from Gamers Paradise. We've got the Octillery, believe it came from the pawn shop. We got the Delibird, which I traded for, the Mantine from Game Exchange. We got the Skarmory, which I believe came from the pawn shop. We got a Hunduster. He was from, I believe it was a Game Exchange in Mississippi. We got the Houndoom from Gamers Paradise, the Kingdra as well from Gamers Paradise. We got Fampi from, I believe, Game Exchange, the Donphan, which I pulled. We got the Porygon 2 from my Bulk. We got the Stantler from Gamers Paradise. We got the Smeargle from Game Exchange, the Tyrogue from Rogue Games. We got the Hitmontop from Game Exchange, the Smoochum from, I believe, Gamers Paradise, Either that or it was Rogue Games, but I think it was Gamers Paradise. We got the Elekid from Gamers Paradise, the Magby from my Bulk, and the Miltank also from my Bulk. And last but certainly not least, we got Blissey, and these, yes indeed, my mystery cards from the mail, here they are, the Entei Raikou Legend card. We got one in Japanese and one in English, which is very, very nice. And then a gracious gift from my good friend Adam. He gave me his old Pokemon cards, and this is proudly being displayed here in my Pokedex. It's beautiful to have the 2 legend cards here, and I'd like to add the 3rd eventually. That is my goal, to get all 3 legend cards. But as for the Pokedex in general, the Entei and the Raikou and the Suicune, so we have it all covered there. Here's the Larvitar from Gamers Paradise, the Pupitar from Pokerogue, and a beautiful Tyranitar EX from Gamers Paradise, which I snatched for a crisp $35. No, maybe it's $50, but it's about a $200 to $250 card, so pretty good deal I got there. We have the Shining Ho-Oh, which I traded for. The beautiful Lugia V from Silver Tempest, which I pulled from one booster bundle back in the day. Had to beg my mom to buy me a booster bundle, and I ended up pulling the Lugia. You see? So kids, beg your parents for Pokemon cards, because you might hit big. And of course, the beautiful Celebi V from Fusion Strike. Very amazing. Alright, so we're going to go turbo mode here with the binder upgrades. We got a Venusaur SR from 151. I finally finished my Charizard set. Of course, I pulled these two cards, this one from Arkansas and this one when 151 first came out, and then I finally got the Charmander from Gamer's Paradise, and I got the Blastoise SIR. I'm hoping to obviously complete this page and get the illustration rares for the other two starters. You know, we got some nice little upgrades here, the Metapod, I believe the Caterpie as well. We got a nice little Spearow here from the new set. We got a Lieutenant Surge's Fearow. We have got this Arbok with the set stamp from Dragon Frontiers. This page stayed relatively the same. We have a Vulpix as well from the Japanese Mega Evolution set. We got this nice little Zubat here, Yukio Baba, very cool. We got the Mitsuhiro Arita Gloom, very cool, very amazing art there. We have the Team Rocket's Meowth, which I pulled in my Destined Rivals video. We have this nice little Holo Diglett from Fire Leaf Green. I believe that is a reverse holo. We got a Legendary Treasures Growlithe right here, very snazzy. The Alakazam SIR from 151, as well as a first edition Champ from the Structure deck back in the day. We got another Fire Red Leaf Green Reverse Holo, the Weeping Bell, the Tomokazu Kamiya. There he is, to go with my Victory Bell, as well as an EX Legend Maker Tentacool. Very snazzy. We got this nice little Yukio Baba Graveler, as well as a Mitsuhiro Arita Rapidash from Nintendo Power. Very awesome there. Got a Slowpoke from 151. And this nice little Magnemite here from Cosmic Eclipse, I believe, with the Lieutenant Surge. We got a Delta Species Holland's Magneton, very, very nice. A Mitsuhiro Arita Fossil Muck to go with the Grimer. We got a Pokeball, Ghastly Tomokazu Kamiya. I don't know if you can see the Pokeball, it's kind of faint. There it is, you can see it a little bit. As well as his Gengar, which I actually pulled back in the day, but I traded him away, and then I had to trade for it. So, you know, kind of a full circle moment here in the Pokedex. We got the English Drowsy. I believe I had the Korean one in there. I don't know if that was in the original video, but I now have the English one. Obviously, Tomokazu Kamiya, as well as a Hypno to match. Two Mitsuhiro Arita. Well, this is Mitsuhiro Arita. This is not, but it's also first edition. That might have been in the OG binder. Not sure. We got the Hitmonchan Holo, base set Holo. We got a Lickitung illustration rare from Temporal Forces, I believe. The Brock's Rhyhorn, as well as Dark Weezing, I believe are both new. And this Brock's Rhydon, which I pulled out of a mystery crate that I got. Just a bunch of bulk cards that was sitting in there. We got a Chansey as well, Japanese Chansey illustration rare. This nice little Mitsuhiro Arita Kangaskhan, very, very nice. We got a beautiful Starmie V from, I believe, Astral Radiance. It is a little damaged. There's a crease right there. The back isn't the best. There's some whitening, but still a great card. And it's a good, good binder condition. We got Electabuzz EX, E-Series EX, very nice. We have a Mitsuhiro Arita, of course, the GOAT, base set Gyarados Holo. There's the beautiful Vaporeon EX from Terrestrial Festival. And a nice little Hidden Fates Eevee Shiny card. Very, very sweet. Now, I do have two Snorlaxes here. I have the Jungle Snorlax Holo and the nice little Sleeping Snorlax blocking the path so I can make way for my beautiful birds display. We got the Journey Together Articuno that I pulled in my Journey Together video, the Zapdos 151 SIR, as well as a beautiful Moltres Secret Rare from, I'm not sure, I'll put the set on screen. I know it's Diamond and Pearl era for sure. A nice little Furious Fist Dragonite EX, as well as my two Breakthrough Secret Rare Mewtwo EXs, both by Mitsuhiro Arita. Obviously, this was in the original binder. I got this as a child, and I traded for this one to complete the set. So, and I mean, just look at that Mew. Look at that little swirl behind his head. You see that? I see that. But yeah. And just to give a general Pokedex update, I'm working on a mega page in the back. I'm trying to get one of every mega card. Obviously, my Grail here, my prized possession, my Mega Charizard secret rare from Flashfire. Very nice. Yeah, but we got that. And then another page I'm working on is the gym leader page. So we have a couple here from Gen 1. Obviously, we have an Ethan. I want to get a red as well, but I'm trying to get the gym leaders as well in the back here. So, yeah. I just hope, you know, you enjoyed the Gen 2. I know it was a little rough. A lot of the footage was just me in my car driving around. But Gen 3 is going to be a lot different. We're going to do all of the remaining Gen 3 in one single day. You heard it right, folks. One day, we'll have one day to get the rest of Gen 3. If that means I have to drive, you know, wherever to accomplish that, then that's just what we're going to have to do. But as you can see, I've put a lot of effort and I've progressed a lot with this Pokedex. And I'm very excited to start Gen 3 and Gen 4 and get that together in the binder. So then we can move on to Gen 5. So, yeah. And like I said, you know, it's quite unfortunate that the original binder is not able to be shown in this video. But at least we still have the binder in its form it's in now, so you can see that I have indeed completed the Gen 2 Pokedex. And Gen 3 is right on the horizon, so be on the lookout. As for now, I don't know. I guess that's it. You're still here?